The weekend in MLS saw Lionel Messi make his league debut, another Argentine national team player make a case as the player of the week, and the playoff races start to become clear as to who is likely in, who is out, and who will be tough to beat there. This is the big question right now. Can Inter Miami possibly make the playoffs? It's going to be extremely difficult, but no one has yet proven that they can beat Miami with Messi. Many fans are hoping for it, many are not. But let's look at things. Miami is 11 points behind Chicago for the final spot. But they've only played 23 games. Everyone they're chasing has played between 24 to 26 games. Chicago is the measuring stick and they have played 25. Here are the cons. Or Miami. A draw is almost as bad as a loss, and Miami has shown that teams can take them to penalties, which would be a draw in league play. Chicago is on pace to finish between 43 and 44 points based on their one. Miami has 21 points right now with 10 games left. Over those 10 games, Miami is going to likely need 22 to 23 points, or 2.2 to 2.3 points per game. Here is what they would need to do, hypothetically. There is no combination with 5 wins that gets them to the likely 22 to 23 points needed. 6 wins could get them there, but only if the remaining results are draws, 22 points. 7 wins from the final 10 games and it becomes more realistic. That's a baseline of 21 points. Then Miami could actually take a loss and still make it, 7W, 2D, and 1L as 23 points. 8 wins or more from the final 10 games means the playoffs become likely. But there are other scenarios. If Chicago plays better than usual down the stretch, Miami needs more points. Also, there are the variables of DC United, New York between Miami and Chicago. If any of those teams catch fire and play well, it could make things a lot more difficult. Plus, Miami cannot play Messi every single minute. Sure, they only played Messi for 30 minutes against the Red Bulls and still won, but the Red Bulls are not a playoff team given their inability to score. The next 4 Miami opponents will be against playoff caliber teams. But to give you an idea of how well Miami will need to play, if you look at the 9 games the team has played since Messi arrived and you count the games that went to penalties as draws, their record is 6W, 3D, and 0L for 21 points. That is a rate of 2.333 points per game. In other words, Miami must continue to play just as well as it has over the past 9 games, and that might be enough. If they let up at all, it probably won't be enough. On the